Hello, YouTube. This is Demon Skunk from Demon Skunk Studios, and I just finished beating Sonic 4 on the Wii. And I have to say, it's it's not a good game. It's definitely not the game that everybody was waiting for, and it's certainly not a good game on Sega's part. It's, in my opinion, worse than every single game they put out to this point. So let's start simple. Basically, the overall game is it's low quality. Even as a downloadable game, it looks bad. The 3D portions look okay. The cel shaded graphics look reasonable. I'm sorry I don't have any screenshots for you, but if you're watching this review, you probably already have watched the trailers and you can see for yourself. There's no difference between the actual game and the trailer. They're the same for all the systems, I'm guessing, but I've only played the Wii version, and I played it on a standard definition TV. It looks fine because it's the Wii. It's not made for HD. The main thing I really don't like about the graphics is that it's not 2.5D, which it looks like it should be. It's actually just 2D with the 3D Sonic, which is awkward looking at best, especially when you're standing still because he pops out and the background typically doesn't. It's very flat. In areas like Green Hill, or sorry, Emerald Coast, or what is it? No. Splash Hill Zone, Splash Hill, the watery area, or not the watery area, the fucking, god damn it, the Green Hill lookalike zone. It doesn't look as bad on that zone, but when you get to areas like, what is it, Hidden Labyrinth, it's extremely noticeable because Sonic is very bright and he pops out against the dark backgrounds. And he's noticeably not fitting in. And the same goes for Eggman in most cases. He doesn't look like he fits into the background. So it would have paid if they would have made the entire game 3D instead of basically half-assing it and giving us a 2D game with 3D sprites, which is the exact opposite of the typical way to do it. The other thing I don't like about it is, or the graphics specifically, is that they're cel-shaded, which would look fine, but the rest of the game isn't cel-shaded on top of it. So it makes it look really... Sonic looks really out of place on the very smooth or rough in some cases, but they're generally very well-textured scenes, and he looks so cartoonish. It's not right, I guess. Moving on to the sound, which really upset me. The music it's fucking horrible. There's no other way to describe it. They're all short, annoying loops that are too mellow to be Sonic music. None of it has any up-tempo except for a couple songs, and those songs get annoying just like all the other ones, and they get stuck in your head. It's not like the classic tunes that everybody remembers with Sonic 2, or Sonic 3, or Sonic 1, or pretty damn much any of the games, actually. This one doesn't achieve anything good. It attempts to emulate the sounds that the Genesis makes, but none of them hit home. They all sound just really like bad MIDI files. Not much work seems to have been put into them. They're too short. They don't have the same energy that you would expect in a Sonic game, especially the casino level. I can't think of the name of. I think it's the second act of the casino stage, and it's no, it's not Carnival Zone. It's actually Casino in this game. It's so calm that it actually makes me want to go to sleep, which is the exact opposite of what I should be doing when I play a Sonic game. The sound effects are okay. None of them are too bad. None of them are good, exactly. They reused a couple of the sound effects from Sonic Adventure in the end game with the final boss that you'll recognize if you have a good memory of sounds, I guess, from Sonic Adventure. There's no voice acting at all, which strikes me as weird. There's no Eggman laugh, I guess, which makes everything feel really quiet. And, oh, that reminds me, the music for Eggman is really awful. it's silly. It's not imposing. It doesn't make you want to kill Eggman. It doesn't make you want to fight him. It doesn't even make you want to be remotely in the same room as him, because if that music is going to be playing, then you're going to just basically just be pissed off. They kick it up a bit when you get to the more intense part of the boss fights, like when he finally switches up his moves or whatever, but it's too little too late, and the main music is just annoying. The gameplay is okay. It's not too bad, but it's not good. And I ran into some weird glitches. I died once when I went up a ramp for no reason. And a lot of the time the levels basically set you up to run off of a cliff to your death if you miss the jump that they don't give you a good cue for. I don't know if it's going to be like this for the Xbox 360 and PS3 release, but as far as the Wii release goes, it's way too zoomed in. If you played this game back-to-back with like a game like Sonic 2 or Sonic 1, you've noticed that the screen goes from basically like this, nice and roomy, to like this, zoomed in on Sonic. So you can't see hazards when they come at you, and a lot of the time it's guesswork whether or not you should do a homing attack to see if you can hit something on the other side of the screen. And half the time that'll send you into a pit if you miss, which is cheap, but I suppose the game kind of tries to counterbalance that by giving you lots and lots of rings, which means you have lots and lots of lives. I think by the end level I had stockpiled up around 30 lives, and without any actual effort, I suppose, on my part. The stages are all basically remakes of older stages. Splash Hill is Emerald Hill and Green Hill Zone combined into one. The enemies are all from Sonic 1 and 2. There are literally no original enemies that I can remember. Actually, there's an enemy from Sonic 3? No, the spike enemy is from Sonic 2 as well, I think. Might be 3 though, I'm not sure. It's been a while. The second stage, casino level, is the casino level from every Sonic game. The carnival level from Sonic 3, because that game didn't have a casino level, but basically ended up being the same. It's neon-y, it's got gimmicks in every stage. They actually stole a gimmick from Spring Yard, or I think it's Spring Yard, from the first Sonic game. It's got the barrels from Sonic 3, not the one that you have to jump on, though. That one would be really annoying. And it has a weird gimmick with a level with cards where you have to collect the... You basically run past the cards and they give you rings if they match. The Hidden Labyrinth Zone is Labyrinth Zone. That's not a stretch at all. It's not as underwatery as the original Labyrinth Zone, but it has some water elements. And actually one of the stages focuses on you being underwater most of the time. And Mad Gear Zone is basically Scrap Brain Zone mixed with the last zone from Sonic 2, or Metropolis Zone from Sonic 2. And it has all the same enemies, every single one.